As the bit drills, drilling mud lifts cuttings up the hole. The drilling mud also carries traces of any hydrocarbons and other substances the hole may have penetrated. Therefore, catching and analyzing the mud in the cuttings that come to the surface can tell the well owner and geologist a great deal about what's going on downhole as the bit drills. Analyzing the drilling fluid is called mud logging. An overview of a land rig shows the mud logging unit. Offshore, a similar skid-mounted unit houses the mud logging equipment. Both contain sophisticated data acquisition systems and equipment for analyzing drilling fluid and cuttings. Here's the inside of a mud logging unit. You can see some of the equipment used to analyze or log mud. This drawing of a mud logging unit shows many items of equipment used to analyze and monitor the drilling process. Not all rigs will have such a setup, and some will have even more sophisticated setups. Rig monitors give readouts to the mud logger, a person whose specialty is observing and analyzing mud and cuttings. The rig monitors show the rate of penetration, or ROP, how fast the bit is drilling. Weight on the bit, or WOB. Total hook load. Kelly, or top drive height. Rotary speed, or RPM. Rotary torque, the twisting force on the drill string. Pit volume, the level of mud in the mud tanks. Mud weight, in and out of the hole. Mud temperature. Pump strokes. Casing and standpipe pressure. And other information. Mud loggers can combine rig information with other information from the driller, the wireline operator, and area well records to help improve the well's progress. A chromatograph displays the percentages of hydrocarbon gases in the mud returning to the surface. The chromatograph has sensors in the mud return line. These sensors detect such gases as methane, ethane, and propane that may be in the mud. The core plugging apparatus takes a small plug out of a core sample. The mud logger can analyze the plug to get an idea of what the larger core sample may contain. A fluoroscope contains an ultraviolet lamp. When the mud logger or geologist puts cuttings or a plug under the fluoroscope, the cuttings or plug glow or fluoresce if they contain hydrocarbons. A microscope, this unit has two, helps the mud logger or geologist identify formations. By looking at cuttings or plugs under the microscope, the loggers can note very small rock characteristics. They may also find fossils that help identify the rock. Computers help mud loggers analyze, interpret, and report information they gain from mud logging equipment. In some logging units, powerful computers directly read drilling information, process it, and print out detailed reports on the status of the well. Mudloggers use a vacuum oven to dry out formation samples. Then, they evaluate the dried samples for further facts about the formations being drilled.